Once upon a time in a bustling city filled with laughter, joy, and the unending rhythm of busy streets, there was a quaint little toy shop strategically nestled at the corner of Pine and Maple. It's an intricately carved wooden sign proudly swung, inscribed with the words, Grandy's Play Haven. The shop was neither grand nor mundane, standing quietly in the shadows of towering buildings, yet it held a particular magic that only children could sense. Within its colorful confines, shelves were laden with toys of every sort, from glittering marbles to enchanting dolls, roaring trucks, and gentle teddy bears. Yet unknown to the outside world, these toys had a life of their own when the shop was closed and Grandy's gentle snores echoed from his back room. In the farthest corner of the shop, atop a sunlit shelf, stood Whiskers, the elegant plush bear. His coat was a velvety shade of amber, and his eyes sparkled with flecks of honey and brown. Whiskers was a well-loved companion for many a child, but as the children grew, they often found new interests leaving him behind to dream of friendships. Resigned to his loneliness, Whiskers spent his days looking out through a dusty glass pane, watching the world go by with longing eyes. His only companions were silence and solitude, but hope never left his bare heart. One night, as a summer moon drenched the shop in silver light, a sudden murmur filled the air. "I don't suppose anyone here needs another friend?" chirped the newcomer. The voice came from a brightly crafted puppet, Tilly, strings and all, usually depicting fun tales by the hands of Mr. Grandy. Whiskers watched with mild intrigue as Tilly tumbled and twirled free from her perch. Her efforts were playful, filled with quirky antics that brought smiles to the plush bear's lips. He shuffled closer, encouraged by her sparkling charisma. "I'd like to be friends," Whiskers said shyly, still hesitant. "But I don't know how." His voice was barely a whisper, seasoned with wonder. Tilly spun around excitedly, understanding within her stitched eyes more than was apparent. "Friendship isn't in knowing or doing, it's in being," she replied wisely. "Let's be here for each other, and build it from the threads of our adventures." From that night on, the corner of Pine and Maple witnessed the blooming of an everlasting friendship. Tilly led Whiskers into realms of imagination, transforming the sunlit shelf into a jungle gym where they leaped from vine to vine, a pirate ship cruising over emerald waters, and even a starship exploring galaxies unknown. In return, Whiskers offered Tilly an anchor in his quiet strength, listening to her tales with earnest, sharing dreams forged from their daily escapades, and lending his gentle sewing skills when the occasional tear would creep into her costume. The message was clear in their world. Friendship wasn't about wanting or instructions, but about simple bonds crafted with care, laughter, and a shared sense of adventure. And within the walls of Grandy's Play Haven, Whiskers discovered that friendship, much like anything truly magical, was never out of reach, only waiting to be seen, acknowledged, and crafted with genuine desire. Each day, as Grandy's customers filled the aisles, Whiskers sat with a light heart as he was no longer solely keeping company with himself. He had Tilly beside him, reminding him endlessly that they weren't just toys living in a shop, they were friends who had built magic together.